You are live. It says you are live.
It does. It does say that. I don't know if anybody's going to be here. It's Friday evening, so who knows?
Well, I'll tell you what. We got 2 people here already.
Oh, yeah.
Peeps waiting.
Let's see. What do I put in? Do I put in comments or private chat? What do I hit? I'm not seeing anybody.
You gotta do comments, but up at the top left of our screen, it actually says how many viewers we have. We went down to 1.
I do see that. Yeah.
So
now 0. There's no one. They left.
Way to go. See, you didn't know things were working. If you just went, yeah, it's working, maybe they would have been like, okay, cool.
All right. Cool.
Right.
Well, it's there.
Yeah, it's happening. I actually, so what I'll do is I'll stay away from the comment section for now, and when we're ready to hit the intro, I'll hit the intro.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, we're back to 2. See, we're back.
Look at that. Well, hello, whoever's here.
Yeah.
So just as a memory jog, I want to show you what my drink is in. Normally, I do the Melissa glass that she gave me.
Yeah.
But today I decided to go with this.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. I still have that too.
Yeah. This is when you and I took a nap in a theater watching The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, you know what? If I mean, it was awesome. I wouldn't have had edibles and lots of drinks before watching The Big Lebowski with anybody else.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah. Fun story. Actually, so for those of you, we're not going to go too into people and stuff like that, but one of the personalities that we often deal with here. Okay, so real quick, I am in Miami, Florida.
Yes.
Jim Z is at his lovely abode.
I'm in my domicile.
In the Babylons.
Yes.
In the Babylons. And in Miami, I actually had some contact with Dr. Heidi Del Rivero, who is from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Nice.
Who we actually had our lovely,
yes.
That's where we did it. So she's like,
"That's where we did it."
Oh, we want you to do another one. I was like, as long as they're playing a good movie and they got a good show across the street, you let us know.
Right.
We're in. Let's go. But you know what else she told me?
What's that?
And I didn't want to tell you while we did a show, is that she loved you and thought you were great, and also thought you'd be a great life coach.
That is very nice. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
I should probably figure my life out first.
I didn't tell her that. But you know what? She's a doctor.
That's true.
She's a world-renowned doctor. Dude,
that's true.
She was asked to go to fucking Colombia. To Colombia, like the country.
Yeah.
And go, hey, you're a fucking expert. Come to Colombia. We're going to fly you out here. We want you to talk to us about it.
Wow.
And she's like, okay.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
We had a fun long chat at the last event.
Yeah.
We got to hang for a little while. We had a couple of beverages.
Yes.
Me, her, and your sister.
Yes. Yep.
It was a good time.
So, yeah, it was a good time. And I am actually at a conference in Miami that Jim Z is not at because we didn't think there was going to be AV at. and there might be, and if there is, Jimsy will be involved somehow.
There you go.
I did meet the asshole that was involved in the lack of information. She was very nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As long as she was nice.
Yeah. She was very nice, and she was very apologetic. And she said, they just overhauled the AV system 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
And I said, cool. But I also don't care, because you know why?
As long as try the new stuff, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been trying the new stuff. We have the new stuff working.
Well, I mean, you get to try it
using it right
there.
now.
Yeah, you get to try it there.
Yeah, in the reason why we purchased said equipment. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, we will see. We will see. But
nice. Well, I hope it works. I hope the stuff works well. So are you just gonna clip it on them before they go up, and then they're talking in both, and then run up and get it off them quick?
Yep.
Cool. Because they'll walk off.
I'm gonna actually clip it to the next one quickly, and then as they come off stage, grab another one. So 1 and 2, I'll probably swap.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because they'll leave before the curtain for sure. They'll definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. You ready, buddy?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we are in separate places, and
but still together under the same moon.
Yes, under the same moon. I like that.
Under the same moon.
What is? Oh, that's a Verner's. I only have I have a pure leaf, no sugar, unsweetened.
Those are delicious.
Those are delicious. They are. I really wish I had a lemon.
Yeah.
Because lemons in this are bomb.
Nice. We're getting a run in.
Oh,
we're getting a run in. Bruce Wayne run in. And there he is.
Bruce. Bro.
You've made it on the show.
He is finally.
I don't know if you've ever been on before.
Has he? Where has he not?
Maybe when Annie was on.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But he should be on more. I don't know. We should definitely have our dogs on more.
Yeah, definitely.
But welcome everybody to a remote as fuck version of Discussion and Drinks. Bacon's my podcast, because today Jimmy and I are not in the same room. We're not in the big lounge.
Nope.
And it makes
we haven't seen each other for a couple weeks, and I miss you, buddy.
Well, it's not a couple of weeks yet. Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll count the days. Yeah. We will count the days. It feels like many, many weeks, right?
It really does.
Right.
Very odd.
But yeah, we'll get into it in after this.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
Yes! Right. Here we are.
We are here. It is me. It is Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce is here. I don't have any of my pets here. I'm in Miami. So I have.
Yeah, you have nice weather.
I have I have perhaps a nice skyline to look at, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
And that's the pool. There's a pool down there.
The pool you spent time in. Yeah,
I actually went in the pool by myself, which was odd. I've never done that before. But
Was there anybody else in the pool or anybody else down there?
Oh yeah. There were
Yeah.
there were definitely there was a family down there, and I didn't want to sully their time.
Right.
You know, but also like as the creepy loner hanging out by the pool by himself. But at the same time, I was just like
in the pool with their children.
Well, the children were not in that pool. They were not in the pool. So for me, I was kind of like, cool, this is great. What I will say that I didn't love is the fact that their kid was on fucking FaceTime the whole time I was in the pool.
That sucks.
Yeah. And quite frankly, their kid is getting groomed. Is that the word?
Oh, yeah, that would be the word.
Yeah. And they don't care. They're like, just go. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and do some calisthenics, I guess.
While water aerobics.
I held on and put my legs out and kicked my feet.
Nice. What's your typical pool routine?
So this is weird for me because I've had a kid for 10 years, almost 11.
Right.
So for me, what's my usual routine? Well, generally it's make sure they don't die.
Right.
That's my normal pool routine. But as they got older, I was able to go, okay, well, now I can just sort of relax in that pool. And then I was kind of like, cool. I'll just then it turned into like a, hey, throw me around. Let's hang out. Let's play. Let's throw me around. So my like I get in the pool and then I toss people from one side of the pool to the other side of the pool.
Right. Okay.
You know, and if
That's
Jen
good.
wants to get
so you get an arm workout.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And you know, and then it gets
who doesn't want to get their hair wet?
If Jen wants to get her hair wet, it's like, okay, well, cool. I'll no problem. And then they're like, well, mommy can't throw mommy. And then so yeah, it's a workout, you know. So definitely, my normal thing is a workout, but on the overall, I don't know the last time I've ever gone in a pool by myself. In ever.
Yeah.
in ever.
Yeah, since I rode my bike to one.
Yeah, you know, it's so odd. It's a weird thing, and then for a little while I was just kind of like, okay, well, what do I do here? What do I do? What's happening?
Did you have when you were growing up? Did you have the neighborhood pool? Was there someone that had one and everybody went, or was there a public one you went to?
Yeah, at different times in my childhood, for sure. Yeah, we had a person next to my grandparents that we had one, and then when I moved to where I moved to growing up, my neighbor had one. So yeah, we also hey man, I'm gonna throw this out there. Public pools, not above me at all. Dude. We have where I live a very nice public pool. it's cold as fuck. It is fucking freezing. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah.
And it smells like bleach. But you know what? I go the fuck in it when I need to.
If the choice is usually either bleach or pee, so
right. Which I mean, you can clean either out in your hair, right? Clean out.
Hey, you're breaking up a little bit here. I'm going to quickly see. Give me one moment.
Hey. Hey. I don't believe I believe the CompQ was the main thing.
Okay, I just plugged in.
Yeah.
So hopefully that makes
You
things
doing all
a
right?
little better.
Can you hear me better?
I can hear you and your mouth matches. So it was freezing a little bit, and so I look like I have a great signal, but then our little screen here didn't look like it had a good signal. So
Oh, okay. So yes, I did have a great pool to go to when I was younger, but you know, and again, I don't look down on pools. We have a great pool. Florida City pool is pretty fucking great. Yeah.
I had I had a pool in my yard growing up. We had one in our backyard, and that was awesome. You know, one of my first jobs was teaching swimming lessons in the back of the pool. Which was great. It's like I figured out one summer that like, oh, I can teach the young kids around the neighborhood, and I made flyers and I put them in all the mailboxes, and I got like classes of 5 kids, and each parent paid me $50, and it was like I had 3 weeks of lessons, and it was like I think it was like $50 for all 3 weeks of lessons. But I had 5 kids in each class, and I taught 3 classes that day. So for 5 days a week, I taught 3 classes, half-hour classes, little kids, just showing them how to swim and everything. And I made like a pretty decent amount of money, which was awesome. But then I also had, I could ride my bike like out to this other place, and these people had a pool in their yard. It was just a house with a pool, but they charged people to go to their pool because it was like super deep, and they had a high dive. And it was like it was basically their whole backyard was this pool. And so they would charge people to come in, and there'd be like families there, kids there, everybody. And so we'd ride our bikes there and go to the pool there, which was awesome. And I used to do totally stupid things like do like flips off the high dive and try and land in a tube and stuff. And I was like, I'm very lucky I didn't break my neck several times over.
Yeah. Well, I've done things like that, not off of a high dive. You know,
I used to do them off my roof into our pool, which was even
man.
dumber. I threw my brother, my baby brother, my little brother. So it would be like in like 3 years or so, Gavin throwing Lacey off a roof into a pool.
that's terrible. That's scary.
Hi.
Stuff.
Hi.
I'm doing a discussions and drinks.
Now?
Yeah,
Okay.
you brought home a pizza.
I did.
Oh,
All
you
right.
need to have some. You need to have some. I'll order some.
Bananas.
I'll order something.
Annie just walked in with a pizza and grapes. Are they all from the studio?
Yeah.
Nice. So Annie's home.
That sounds
Annie's
either amazing or an erotic or
it can be amazing. It can be erotic. Is this going to be erotic?
Maybe.
That's the look of yes.
okay. Well, this will be a quick one, folks. This will be a quick one.
So Annie's working at the studio right now
Yes.
for rehearsals for the Black Hearts, and the benefit of that is that
Free pizza.
free food items are coming home quite a bit. So whatever they order a pizza and they eat a slice, and then we get the rest. And
Yeah, it's so funny because I had people like coming to me going, "Oh, Annie's home. She was at New Wave or
right.
was it whatever the name of it is now. I don't even know what the name of the next
Yeah,
phase,
she
new
saw Artie.
phase, X phase.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's where they always go. And they're like, oh, really? No, that's not really. And I was like, no, that like the past like 2 or 3 years that I've known her, they've been there in the big room, and that's what they do. And they were like,
At a
No, I don't think
non-disclosed
so.
location named studio.
yeah. And I was like,
Because y'all are weird.
Because everybody listening's weird. There's no name to the studio.
New Wave. It's New Wave. New Wave Seafood in Wonton.
New Wave Seafood, exactly.
Yeah. So it's whatever. But yeah, I had people encounter her, and they were like, "No way!" And I was like, "No, it's been a while." And they were like, "No way!" I was like, "Okay, yeah, we can argue. It's fine,
Right. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Sure, that's fine." So you got pizza. I have to order something. What do you think? What do you think if I? So last night I'm in Miami. I got here last night, and I got Wendy's because it was quick. It was quick, and everything else was fucking closed.
Spicy
But
chicken sandwich.
I mean, what else are you gonna get? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, is it really? I mean, really?
That's spicy chicken sandwich and a bacon and cheese potato. That's my move.
Right. Well, no, I just did a medium fry. Medium fry. But I mean, hey, if you want to pick my poison, Jim, we could get crazy right now.
Oh yeah, you're gonna let me pick your food?
What we can do is,
What's your options there? What are we gonna?
yeah, well, so what we can do is we can finish this up and end it when my food comes, and then at the end of the episode, I can have my reaction to whatever it is that we picked.
Okay. I like that. That's fun.
It's a fun little thing. So we have, let's see, Don't Break the Bank. Okay. XOCHIMEX. Is it
That's the name of the
Zosimex?
place?
Is it Zosimex? Is that what it is? XO.
Sure.
You got a
Je-
pen?
Would that be a ja?
Zosimex Cantina Grill.
Okay.
We've got Miami Grill. Hey, I'm in Miami.
You're there.
Pita Fresh.
Okay. I mean, I'm already kind of sold on the first one because it starts with an X.
I'm kind of sold on it because it's $6 off your order of $15 plus.
Okay, so let's go there. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to go. Are you going to get an appetizer and an entree? Or are you just going to get an entree?
I mean, I'm not terribly hungry, but
Okay, so let's just go for the entree.
If
I'd like you to
if-
go into the
if-
entrees.
I'll tell you what, if
Uh-huh.
it's $6 off, $15 or more, then it puts you under the $12 or less
Oh,
delivery.
well, I mean, there's always a dessert.
And then you got to put, yeah. Well, I had a dessert today. So, okay. So I'm in Miami. So Jimmy and I, what we do on the side every once in a while, howdy Pinky, howdy Deaf Bird. Super happy that you guys are here. What we do on the side is we actually do medical conferences where we just record medical conferences. That's right. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And we get to super lucky, super fortunate to go all over the globe, the country doing so. And
It's a pretty sweet gig.
yeah, and I am in Miami right now. Last time we were in Miami, Jimsy was here, and it was pretty great. Unfortunately, this time we weren't able to put Jimmy in the plans because
They didn't need me. It's okay.
no, it doesn't have to do with that. It had more to do with.
Well, I
the
mean,
fact
there was
that
no,
we didn't
there was
think-
no, yeah,
we
there was
didn't
no
think
AV.
that we'd be able to do AV. And what Jimmy and I did was we put a little bit of a fail-safe in place.
Mhm.
And I hold this here up there is because this is a little bit of a setup that I have on right now and that we've been using for a couple of weeks. And it will
Yeah,
be
if you've
going
seen
into
little-
use.
See a little square on Mike's shirt
Right.
if you're watching this. And if you've been watching the show for the past few weeks, we've been using that. That's our little microphones, little wireless mics. And so we are going to try and use those for AV for the shows.
Yeah. So this is actually the actual test, and I'm doing the actual test, and if it works
Proof of
out,
concept.
proof of concept, and if it does not work, then Jimmy will not edit the videos, and I will send these back.
Yes.
But if they do work the way we think that they're going to work, well then,
I think
we
it's going
are.
to work.
Me too. Then we win, right? Then we
Yeah.
win. We win.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then we win.
We all win.
Absolutely. We're all winners here.
Right.
Our
I
patrons
think,
that are here are winners here as well.
Yeah,
We
I
got a
think
hey
there was-
Annie. Hey Annie.
Hey.
Annie says hey.
I think what'll be even more awesome is when Jimmy and I do stuff out of the BIMP lounge, because we're going to do stuff. We're going to do
Yeah.
things. We've been talking about it for a while. We've been talking about. I go head in the clouds, so I do like, hey, let's go do festivals. But we can also do food festivals, and we can also do restaurants, and we can also do things that don't cost that much money to do. And we could bring this little bad boy here.
We can go cover some food trucks in town that are doing a festival. Or,
Right, that's what I'm saying. All those things, all things that we can do. So I digress. This is a possibility. This is a thing. This happens.
And we just lost signal for a second. What is happening?
Is that you?
I don't know. I'm plugged in, but
Earthquake.
we did just lose it. We did have an earthquake today, so
I know. I heard my kids were like, "Yeah, I was in school and the shit shook."
yeah, we were sitting on the couch, and it was like a big truck going by for like a solid minute. It felt
Yeah.
like.
So yeah, I do digress. So here I am in Miami, and I am looking at Zoshi.
Yeah, so we got to go from there. So
Cantina
I'm
Grill.
thinking
I'm
we go.
What I'm going to do, Jimmy, is I'm
Uh-huh.
actually going to text this to you now.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just
And
going to
we
give you a
can look
number,
through
and it was going to be a random choice.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I
Well,
thought that was. Gonna be
I know
great.
it's terrible. No, you're right. It is also great, but I don't know if they have just numbers. It doesn't. No, they don't have just numbers.
Yeah, but you can
they've got.
count. You have fingers and toes you can use.
Yeah, but I'm not good at that. I'm not great at that.
All right, so I'm looking here. Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Yeah,
This looks like a good spot.
Solid.
Yeah.
What's fun is there's not a huge. There really is not a huge menu. It's like, okay, do you want a burrito, taco, nacho, rice bowl, quesadilla, salad? Okay, your salads, your sides are queso, guac, tortilla, soup, or tortilla chips.
Right.
That makes me feel like I won.
That's true.
Already, I feel like a winner in terms of choice because they know what they're doing. When you find a place with a small menu, I got to tell you, when it comes to everybody going, but I just want more of a choice.
Option paralysis, man. Too many choices.
A, option paralysis, but also B, man, if they have everything on the menu, they ain't got it figured out.
Yep.
Why do we all love Taco Bell despite how horrible it makes us feel?
Because it doesn't matter what you order, it all tastes the same.
It's
easy.
All the same shit.
And it's all delicious. So I'm intrigued by something on here.
Go ahead.
I'm intrigued by pork mahi mahi tacos.
Oh, tacos. Okay. Choose tortilla. Choose protein. Meatless mahi mahi.
Right? As you go down, you see like chicken mahi mahi. But mahi mahi is a fish, is it not?
Correct.
So I'm guessing they combine the fish and the meat. And if you're gonna do that, I wouldn't do chicken because that's just gonna be
that's the same shit.
But pork mahi mahi, that intrigues me.
You mean double pork mahi mahi?
Well, I mean, if that's what I mean.
I mean,
if you're gonna go
something,
you might as well go. Yeah.
And you got to go with a queso.
Yeah. Now they also have a habanero sauce, and I do know you like habaneros. Although I am drawn to cilantro sauce.
Honestly, habaneros are good.
Mm-hmm.
They are not my favorite pepper.
Well, I know that, but I know out of these, like you like those better than chipotle peppers, correct? Or am I off there?
It depends on what the chipotle. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that.
So me personally, I'd probably pick two sauces. Because the garlic cilantro always sounds great to me. And a habanero is something I think that you would enjoy. I don't know if those would work together though, so I might leave the sauce choice up to you. Now the green tomatillo salsa though is a necessity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tomatillo salsa is usually a must-have.
Yeah.
Avocado ranch, garlic cilantro sauce, garlic aioli sauce, habanero sauce. Okay, so raspberry chipotle sauce has me no.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
It doesn't sound gross. It just doesn't sound right for this application.
It doesn't sound right for fish and pork.
So I'm gonna go
That sounds like a salad dressing.
correct. Add-ons. Oh wait, add-ons optional. Shredded cheese, pico de gallo, yeah. Lettuce, yeah. Habanero, jalapeno, yeah.
Yeah, jalapenos are great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And bacon.
Well, bacon's an upcharge.
I don't know about bacon with fish and pork either. I think that's...
Would you like to add beans? Black beans. Would you like to add rice? Brown rice. Hey, listen, brown rice. Watch
I'm here
out
for the
my
brown rice.
cholesterol.
I'm here for the brown rice. good stuff.
Cholesterol. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I've updated my order here
Mhm.
because you. Oh, would you like to add salsa? Green tomatillo. Yeah, for sure. Put the red on too. Fuck it.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I've done it. I've done that. I've done all that.
I think that's the move.
And you know what's amazing about this is that I'm gonna check out here. Can you believe that's a Grubhub under $20?
No, I can't. That's pretty great. Well, you're outside of New York, so
How crazy is that?
well, think about it. Anytime that we are when we're on the road and we get Grubhub and stuff, it's usually not that expensive. Like
No,
if-
you're right.
If I get it at home, it's never less than $40 ever. It doesn't matter what I
Mhm.
order. And if
That's
Andy and I
why-
are getting it together, $60 minimum.
Oh, see, I never get it alone. I will never order Grubhub alone. I feel guilty ordering it alone.
Do you?
I feel
I feel no guilt.
I feel immensely guilty for ordering it. I'm like, I'm spending so much money for this. Fuck that. I'll just starve for 6 hours.
I mean, I'll feel like an asshole sometimes,
Oh.
but guilt is a luxury that I don't allow for myself.
You know what? Yeah, well, you know what? That's something I'm in therapy for.
There you go.
There you go. Right? Maybe
Yeah, you
one
too.
day.
You
I
swaddle
will.
yourself in guilt.
Right. Exactly. I'm
Like-
just like,
You make a nest of guilt and then just like bathe, just
yeah,
nestle into
right.
it.
Yeah. I'm working on it though. We're all working on it.
You are. I'm
Right?
proud of you. I'm proud of you, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, dude.
I still live in
appreciate
heavy denial and
Oh man, I gotta tell you, like this whole thing. So for those of you who are listening on Wednesday, this is the Friday prior to WrestleMania,
yes, I'm very excited.
and for me, WrestleMania is a lot of fun for me. I always watch it. But the modality in which I watch it and the ability to actually get into it is could be very different things, and
Mhm.
it usually has to do with other people, right? You know,
Yes.
you're a father, so
Also, great word modality.
yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm hanging out with doctors, so hey,
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's like
Uh,
look at you, vocab.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dr. Lowell,
Mhm.
he's our buddy. in when it comes to the doctors. He's from Kentucky. Great dude. And yeah, I unfortunately changed his life with an air fryer. And
A lot of lives change with air fryers. I will say.
he is trying to change my life with a bread maker.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he's made a lot of really great points.
Yeah.
And this is day 1 of 3 days with him.
Mm. So I had a bread
So-
maker for a brief period in my life.
Uh-huh.
And I would, I actually did get into like the night before. I would put all the ingredients in,
Yeah,
set
that's
a
what he's telling me.
timer.
Oh my God, fresh bread.
and then in the morning, hot fresh bread.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did that. I gained a lot of weight. Because when you get it doesn't look like a normal loaf, right? Because it's not shaped
Sure.
the same way. So instead, you're getting these tall loaves, and so you're cutting slices that are like the size of like 3 normal slices of bread, and you're cutting them thicker, and it's hot, and so you're putting butter and or like a honey butter on it, or so, you know, like, and it's
Yeah.
amazing and it's delicious and all the things about it are excellent. And then like you just get fat because you eat so much goddamn bread.
Well, he's telling me, he's like, oh man, you can make jams in it. You can make meatloaf. You can do all sorts of things with this. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not going to do that. You're going to make a lot of bread and you're going to eat a lot of bread.
That was my other problem too, is I presented him with a new, like, hey man, I got an Instant Pot and it's really great. And he was like, cool, get a bread maker. Get a
Now,
bread maker. Do it.
I think there is a couple of recipes of making dough in an Instapot, or
There's
certain breads that you can do in there too.
you can make some dough. You can make some apparently yogurt.
Oh, okay.
And cake is another like dough.
Cake you can definitely make, yeah.
Cake and yogurt are 2 settings on my Instant Pot,
Right. The yogurt setting.
which is I've never done either of them. I have heard that the yogurt part is a problem in terms of
I don't understand the benefits of making yogurt versus just buying some yogurt. 'Cause
yeah.
yogurt's
Well,
not a lot of
the
ingredients
yogurt.
anyway.
The yogurt thing is a problem because of money wise.
Sure.
Yeah. I do apologize because I don't normally watch SmackDown Live.
Is that what you're doing?
It's happening on like I don't have.
I see you looking up and to the left quite a
Yeah.
bit.
So there are things happening. There's stuff happening.
I have been since it's WrestleMania week, if you're a wrestling fan and you're also addicted to YouTube as I am, there's so many things that it's interviews and appearances and things that you can watch.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And so I've been doing that, and poor Annie has just had to have nothing but wrestling. Even though she likes wrestling and she's into it too, and she won't call herself poor Annie, but I'll say it.
He heard the little.
Yeah.
She agrees.
Yeah. She's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of wrestling. But
Yeah.
she does. She does like wrestling.
What's not to like?
What's up?
What's not to like?
What's not to like?
CM Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk.
CM Punk. CM Punk's
Yes.
injured. He's got a broken wing.
CM Punk.
Take
CM
these
Punk.
broken wings.
Yeah. I think I really I'm super stoked for this weekend. I'm actually, so again, like I was saying, like I am in a situation where I will go out to dinner with some people, and then shortly after, I will have a hotel at my disposal, a hotel room,
Right.
and I was
You'll be
able
in
to.
Miami, and you'll be in your hotel room watching WrestleMania.
I just to the left of me here.
Mhm.
I have my little dongle here, ready to go. With
Watch
an
out for the dongle.
HDMI, and I'm like, yo, WrestleMania is happening,
WrestleMania.
and you know what's awesome?
What's that?
I'm gonna fucking do that. And
Damn right, dude. If I was there with you, we would do that.
We would do that. We would do that together.
That's right.
Uh,
People be like, "What'd you do in Miami?" And we'd be like, "We sat in the hotel and watched WrestleMania."
it's the same thing. It's like, what'd you do? We didn't even need WrestleMania, right?
Right.
No, so we went to Seattle, right? We went to Seattle, and we were like,
Well, we tried. We gave it our all.
We need to go to Seattle because this is our fucking Mecca, right?
Mhm.
This is what we grew up on. This is our yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Tried
day,
Seattle. We tried. We tried really
we
hard.
tried, and guess what? What did
11
you do in Seattle?
11 p.m.
We went to 7-Eleven, got some Mad Dog 2020, and watched
Lucha Underground. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed either.
We saw bands too.
We did.
It's okay.
We tried to see more bands.
Yeah. Speaking
There
of
were no-
bands, I had a great show on Saturday.
Yeah,
And
I
just
do want
wanted
to talk
to,
about that.
I wanted to shout out Pinky in the patrons. It was nice to see you there. It was awesome. And I hadn't seen her in a while, so it was super fun. And my mom surprised me by showing up. Annie was super sneaky and was gone the night before. And seeing her mom in Jersey, and in the morning was like, I texted her good morning, and she was like, "Hey, I'm on my way home." And I'm like, "Why are you up so early? Like, what? Why are you? That doesn't make any sense." And she was like, "Oh, my mom woke me up." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that checks out." And so I go in to brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. I hear Annie come in, so I know she's home. So I come downstairs, and my mom is on the couch. And I was like, "Wait, what? What's happening right now?" And my mom had, I guess, saved a flight and was holding on to it just to see, because she wanted to come to the show and she wanted to come out. And one of her things is she doesn't want to. Sometimes it's been a couple times where we haven't seen each other for an entire year, and then like I see them at Christmas time. And so she's been really up on like, I'm not letting that happen anymore. Because she brought up a good thing. She said we're getting older, so she's giving me the life is short, we're gonna die guilt. And so she hit me with that, and she was like, so if I only live to 70, that's only 10 more years, and if I only see you once a year, then you're only gonna see me 10 more times. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Mom went dark.
Yeah,
That's dark.
yeah. It is
But
dark.
it's also true.
But it is also true. And I was like, oh my God, like that's legit. And she said, she was like, I'm going to make sure that it's not once a year and we see each other more. So her and Annie were conniving, and Annie picked her up from the airport and sneakily brought her in the house, and she was here for the weekend, and it was awesome. It was super fun. We got to hang out. And it's, we're coming up to the time where it's going to be rare that Annie's home too. So I want to take as much of that as I can.
Yeah.
So we got to go to breakfast. We got to she came to the show. The show was super fun. It was at the Polish American Independent Hall. So it kind of felt like a high school dance where it was like a big disco ball and the room was all like dark with red lighting, but then the stage was just starkly white light, just full on lights.
Sure.
But the bands were awesome. Dino Skate Park was on the show with us. It was Pathmaker's release show. I'm trying to think of the name of the girl that opened. I want to get it right, so I don't want to say it wrong. So I'm going to look it up real quick here. But the show was actually really, really good. Pathmaker was awesome. Dino Skate Park, it was great. It was super fun to see those guys. I haven't seen Dylan in a really long time. All right, let's see here. I want to say your name correctly. Come on. Lori Ann Krause.
Okay.
So she opened the night up, singer-songwriter. She had a full band with her, though. I thought it was going to be just her on piano, and she actually had a bass player and a drummer with her, and they were absolutely fantastic. Dino was awesome, and Pathmaker just totally killed it. Anybody that saw my performance with Pathmaker, I went up and sang with them, a song that I appeared on the record. I appeared on the song Perfect Storm on the record, and singing way out of my range, and singing way out of my range after singing a full set. I was a bit squeaky. I saw video and I was like, "Whoa! All right, sorry."
But Pinky got high with your mom.
Yes, Pinky got not only did Pinky get high with my mom, Pinky got my mom high. My mom didn't have one drink at all. She was sort of not feeling great, and then she told me the next day she was like Melissa was great. She got me just the right amount of high.
Incredible.
Which was fantastic. So the show was super fun. The audience was awesome. The crowd was great. It was a really cool night. A bunch of cool people. It was a different vibe, different kind of a show. It made me kind of like miss those like VFW hall shows.
Yeah,
which
Jen,
just were energy, you know?
Yeah, Jen was talking about doing it and doing it with us and getting some shit going with something heavy as well. So
yeah,
it's very much a selfish like, hey, let the kids see you when they're like
right,
developmentally able to like actually see you, because I have pictures all over the social medias and stuff of my kids going to see me, but it was way early in their lives. But yeah. So that's gonna happen. But I know you got another show coming up in May, which I'm super excited about.
We do, yeah.
With the Revel and the Nines. But
the Rebel and the Nines and the Muckrakers.
Yeah. Our buddy Kyler.
Yep.
And the Muckrakers. There's a show that you're going to do, and I am going to be at. But also, I don't know if you got the official okay on it or not, or if whatever. But are we playing in June?
Are you talking about June?
June? Yeah.
You're talking about June, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about June.
You talking about Off the Turnpike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can talk about that.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, I just want to make sure. I was on a plane. He was asking me on a fucking plane.
Nice.
So he was like, hey, you want to play a show? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Our buddy Andy, the singer of the band Off the Turnpike.
Hell yeah.
they've gotten back together. Love that band, love him. And he contacted me and said, I'm working on a show. Do you have any venues? Do you have any venues in mind that I should reach out to? I mentioned Village Pub to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it is, right? I think he called them, and
that is where it is on June 21st. So.
And I'm guessing it's you, us. Do you know who else is on it? Do we have confirmation on that? Are we saying that?
There's no confirmation.
Okay. So it's a developing situation.
I won't say,
but in June,
I won't say for sure that Revel 9 was asked.
Right.
But
I know they were asked. I just don't know if they're
available.
9
was asked.
I don't know if they're available.
But confirmed are definitely you
mm-hmm.
and Off the Turnpike.
Yes.
And Something Heavy.
Excellent. So this is the first I'm hearing that you confirmed. So I knew that you were asked. I did not know you were confirmed.
I was confirmed.
Awesome. That's super fun.
I am confirmed. And I can also confirm that before that show will be a new single.
Excellent.
And I don't have a release date for it yet. But I want to say it on this podcast. So I don't know how many of you like Alexis is on Fire. Alexis on Fire. Or Alex is on Fire. Depends on how you want to say it. But Alexis on Fire.
How do you feel?
However you feel. There's a song called This Could Be Anywhere in the World. And it is one of my favorite songs in ever. And it's strange because it's a song that I love.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also not necessarily a band I love the most. You know, like it's not a Beartooth, a Chili Peppers.
Sure, it's not one of your.
It's not my top
5.
Like,
yeah.
But the song itself is one of my favorites. And
awesome.
Long story short, Something Heavy has covered it. And we do have a
special guest star.
Yeah, we got a special guest star. And Jimsy has heard it.
Yes, it's really good. Very good.
I am super excited to announce that Julia from the Neon Skyline is going to be joining us for that song. Now, whether or not that happens at the Village Pub,
is that a possibility?
Is unknown.
Oh,
it's not an impossibility.
That's awesome.
But it is a single that's going to be released. It's a cover. It's a single. It's happening. Patrons, be ready next week. It's coming to you first.
That's awesome. I may or may not be able to confirm that we might have a single out for that as well. That might also happen.
That might be a thing as well.
And it is a single that also has been contributed on by many guest singers.
Oh, really? That's the first one?
That's going to be the first one.
That's the first one.
Yep. Why not? Why not do that one first?
Okay.
So
all right.
we have a song called Grains.
Yeah.
That, a lot of our fan base has heard, and they've responded very well to it live. And we recorded it. I haven't even heard it yet, but I just got the first real mix right before I came on here. I haven't been able to hear it yet, but the first mix today, and I think that June feels like a good time to release music, you know.
Yeah, I have been.
I mean, you're releasing music. I'll release some music. We'll see what We'll see what happens. We'll both put some things out into the world, and then we'll play a show together.
Yeah, we should do that. We should let's.
I think
do
that's
that.
a good idea.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Also,
Yeah.
Grains is amazing. Pinky says here, Grains is
Thank
amazing.
you.
I've heard a version of Grains,
Yes,
and then I've contributed to a
you are.
version of
You are
Grains.
one of the special guest stars.
I'm not a star in that.
You are a star. You are a star.
I am in that.
Yes,
But there are stars in that.
and you are among them, and you are one.
I'm there. I'm just fucking
You
there.
Okay, but hey, a constellation has many stars.
And
None
I've
of them
busted,
are just there.
I've busted Jimmy's chops about, on this show, probably live. I don't know,
Mhm.
but definitely on this show about putting Grains in standard tuning.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know what standard tuning is basically when we talk about songwriting and what we play in and stuff like that, it's when you get a guitar standard issue. It's that's how things come.
A lot of
And
us in the rock genre, what we tend to do is we take all the instruments that can be tuned and we tune them all down slightly, or in Mike's case, down quite a bit. And
Yeah.
there are several reasons to do that. One of them is to make things sound darker. One of them is to tends to kind of make things sound a little bit, in my opinion, a little grimier, a little bit more harsh. But also, there's an added benefit to whatever you're singing pitch wise is brought down a bit too. And Mike called my manhood into question to say you should put Grains in standard tuning.
I didn't call your manhood into question.
I believe it was like, if you're a real man, you'd sing that in standard.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
I believe that was
Perhaps.
I believe that was what was said.
Yeah.
To which I said, I do not fall for such things. I do not. I do not play these games. I will continue to sing it where I can sing it.
That's a way longer explanation than you said. You told me to go
Right.
fuck
I was
myself.
Maybe, and I also
and I was definitely. You told me go
I was-
fuck yourself.
yes,
The first time.
yes.
The first time.
Because I was like,
Grains
because I
has
can't.
this
Because I
key
can't.
change.
Yeah.
This high key change, which is fucking great, right? But at the same time, I did some vocal parts.
Yes, you
in
did,
those things.
and you sang through
in-
the key change.
Both the key change and not just that, but I was also like, you know what? I'll sing Jimmy's part as well because whether they use it or not, I'm not going to be the asshole to go, you should have done that
Right,
and not do it myself.
commendable,
Right?
commendable.
I doubt whatever I put there was used because it was probably not very good because it was too high or not high enough, rather.
Well, it's a good thing that I did not do the key change,
Right.
or not do the standard tuning.
Yeah, it was difficult. It's pretty high. It's pretty high when they do that key change. And you know what? You still should have done it, you fucking pussy. Just saying. You
enough.
still should have done that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then
I will
have
live
had
with my
you
choice.
Done the high one to prove that you should have done it anyway.
Mhm.
Just saying. So
You know what? It'll be tough, but someday I hope to get over my own failure and feel of loss at not doing it. But
Yeah.
I will try. I will try
Yeah.
and get over it.
Next time,
And yes,
I'm at
Pinky, Mike is going to be on the recorded version of it.
Yeah.
As is, I'll go ahead and just say it here. As is our buddy DJ from Revel 9. As is our buddy James from Pathmaker. As is Ev from Pathmaker. As is my good friend Brian Speaker. As is my good friend Johnny Beehive. There are a plethora of fantastic singers that I am honored to have been able to ask, and they
There's
went
a
ahead.
plethora of fantastic singers and me.
You are not the Miz.
I mean, I don't know about Pinky. I don't know if you know this or not, but that's not the first Craving Strange song that I was on.
Yeah, Mikey's been on like every.
Don't say a lot of records. A lot of records.
He's been on a bunch
also,
of our records.
But also, there was a point where I was able to go, hey, Waterbury, hey Monty, I have been on more Craving Strange songs than you have.
Yes.
And it was pretty awesome, but now I can't do that anymore.
No, not
So-
now. They actually, I will say I'm pretty proud of all the backup vocalists and vocals on this record.
I am excited for the one
that I didn't have to do it all.
Yeah, I'm excited for the one that. I'm just gonna say there's one that you know that I'm talking about.
Yes.
I am super excited for, and I'm super excited to hear the end result of such things. So
Yes, it's gonna be good stuff.
yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I think my stuff is going to be here rather soon.
Momentarily.
So what I'm going to do is we'll end this, right? And then
Okay.
I'll download it, I'll edit it, and then I'll put my reaction to the food.
So I'll get to see it later too. I have to wait and see it later.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nice.
Unless
Nice.
you want
I
to
like
just hang out. But I know you've got exotic pizza sect happenings soon.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I'd rather have exotic pizza sex than
And
wait
grapes.
for what?
And grapes. She's gonna grape me
and
in the mouth. She's gonna grape me right in the mouth.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm the greatest.
She's the grapest.
Can Annie? Can
Annie?
you just feed him? Can you feed him a grape real quick?
Yes.
Oh, he's asking you to feed me a grape.
If what?
He's asking if you'll feed me a grape.
Right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
On camera.
On-
Stop tilting your
on-
head.
On camera. I was speaking to her because she was
Is it happening?
over there.
I hope it's happening.
She's going to get a grape.
That's fantastic.
She's going to get a grape.
Well, I've got my Grubhub.
Not only. All right. We're doing this. Okay.
Oh, it's a pile of grapes. Oh, I love this. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You want one? Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth.
Don't grate me.
I love it. I love it. It's like bobbing for apples, but way more awkward.
Way more awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? No, it's not that more. But guys, thank
I
you
was gonna make it awkward.
so much for joining us. We love you.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Thank you to the patrons. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This little fun time. Pinky says exotic pizza section grapes. Kinky. Hell yeah. No one better than the GOAT. You've been the GOAT, Annie Stoic. Thank you for appearing on the show and increasing our ratings.
That's always what's most important.
Absolutely. Get the people what they want.
Exactly.
People's ratings.
All right,
Fucking
so
Uh,
I'm gonna
what
leave.
I will
and-
say is this. What I will say is this. We said we started the episode about
Yes.
this, right? So what you don't know is that last week Jimmy and I did not get together.
yeah,
And for me personally, I felt a hole in my heart
I
not
too.
getting together with Jimmy last week because
too,
I
buddy.
do enjoy hanging out and doing things with him. And this was not like a conscious like I need some space, bro.
Right.
It was a
Right.
it was
I had a show,
absolutely
we had stuff going on. It
yeah,
was a crazy 2
it
weeks.
was it has to do with life itself. And
It was
for
Easter.
me, right, it was fucking Easter. I mean, it was so funny because at the end of Easter dinner and like Jen was just like, "What time we got to get home?" And I was like, "I don't have a show." And she's like, "Really?" And I was like,
Just what?
oh, I mean, is that the blessing? Is that the blessing? Is that the blessing for next year?
That means it's on.
I mean, it's, fuck. But yeah, honestly, like for me, I know like we've both had a lot going on. So this week, next week, all that kind of stuff. It's been a little bit crazy, difficult to just do. But I fucking miss it. I miss not hanging out and talking with my buddy. And
too.
that's man, that makes me realize like every once in a while you'll go, what the fuck are we doing this for? And it's like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's why.
You know what? We have an excuse to get together with our homie and like just talk. We have to talk. We have to talk, do this, and let other people talk. And yeah, man, I miss you. I'm
Miss you too,
excited.
buddy.
Next week, we're gonna do this in Iowa together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
So we're gonna be back next week. We won't be in the Bimp Lounge, but we will be in a hotel room somewhere in Iowa. And
in the outskirts, in the bowels,
in the bowels
in the
of
in
Iowa.
the bowels of Iowa.
So, guys, thank you for joining us. We love you. We'll see you next time. And always remember to ask yourself, in case you forgot,
Never forget. What's your bacon?
world peace.
Stay tuned for Mike's food reaction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to do that too. Huh?